Bridgerton is a TV show. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I have more to say than that. I mean, look at the runtime of this video. Come on. I've always been interested in types of storytelling that involve mystery, whether that's House MD or Mystery Incorporated. And I think that Shonda Rhimes does something really interesting in terms of introducing mystery to the character drama genre of long-form TV. Her TV shows like Grey's Anatomy and Inventing Anna already thrive in terms of being a TV thriller. But I think her most recent TV show, Bridgerton, does something fascinating, says something interesting about the nature of gossip. I'm hoping to get good use out of my psychology degree by talking about the nature of gossip, both as a narrative point and from an evolutionary perspective. Hi, my name is Gabe, kind of like the angel, but please don't shoot the messenger. And I gave myself the challenge of uploading every day for 100 days straight. Today's day 42. I apologize for opening this video with me whispering, but my sister is currently sleeping in the living room, so I'm trying to keep my noise to a minimum. Do I think that's working? So-so. I just stepped outside because I found whispering to be very irritating and non-conducive to the creation of a YouTube video, so continuity. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably wondering why I'm writing this episode about Bridgerton and not Gossip Girl. You know, the show with gossip in the name. That can be easily written away by the fact that I have seen Bridgerton and I haven't seen Gossip Girl. I mean, Bridgerton is essentially Victorian-era Gossip Girl, so really, it just comes down to personal taste. I just like the set dressing of like 18th century England and all the character drama that precipitates from that. I'm sure that Gossip Girl also uses gossip as a narrative device, like, obviously, but I just like the way that Bridgerton has done it thus far. So it's really just a matter of personal taste and experience. I feel like we'll manage. Okay, so the advent of language gave us the ability to talk about things without them being physically present, and that gave us a whole new host of skills and abilities in terms of organizing community or society, at the very least organizing our tribe, from an evolutionary standpoint. And I'm not just talking out of my ass. What I'm describing is essentially the thesis of a landmark paper written by R.I.M. Dunbar in 2004. Whereas other primates have a physical form of grooming in order to socialize and bond with each other, humans have a verbal, mental, metaphysical form of grooming, wherein we can socialize by having thoughts projected at each other, through sound, of course. So now we have this new metaphysical property that emerges when a person joins a society, and it's called reputation. Dunbar posits that there's essentially this push and pull from an evolutionary perspective, where we have a physical cost, but a social benefit. The advent of gossip gave us the ability to break free from the limitations of space. We can now talk about people without them necessarily being present. It's kind of like how the advent of writing broke us free from time, where we can send a message into the future, as far into the future as we want. And that, dearest gentle reader, is where Bridgerton improves on the model first posited by Gossip Girl, wherein we are now hosting gossip through the written word itself, both being broken free from space and time. I also want to note how the gossip column actually frames the narrative of the show. I mean, we're introduced to it from the first episode, dearest gentle reader. It makes us complacent to the idea of gossip as a natural part of both this story and this world. It makes us complicit, even, in the activities of Lady Whistledown. So here's where things get interesting. Dunbar, in the original paper, wrote of this concept known as the free rider. I'll leave a paragraph on the screen for you to pause and read if you want a detailed explanation of what a free rider is. But the basic concept is that there is a type of person that reaps the social benefit without the physical cost. And gossip serves as a way to nix this type of person from the community through the ruining of their reputation. This leads to a pretty elegant solution to one of the first major problems in the first season of Bridgerton. I'm of course talking about the shit-ass himself, Lord Berbrook. Berbrook tries to get away with assaulting Daphne unsuccessfully, because Daphne, rightfully, rocks his shit. But unfortunately, Daphne has a dumbass, pompous, patriarchal brother who keeps trying to set her up with the same asshole. Daphne's mother, Violet, has tea with the Queen, where she's given this really aggressive hint to use gossip as a means of ruining Berbrook's reputation, in a sense, driving him away from the plot. And drive away from the plot she does by talking to the housemaids and the housekeepers
What have you found?
What is going on?
Well, you could not think I would ask that woman for tea without a thought for you, could you? The help here is everything, as we all know.
Lord Birdbrook has a boy by one of his maids that he refused to provide for. Sent the maid and child away to live off scraps.
Horrible man. Horrible enough for us to be rid of him, let us pray.
He will only deny it. And who will believe a group of women over a man's word?
Perhaps no one, but they will if Lady Whistledown does. So we shall do what women do. We shall talk.
She finds some nasty dirt on Birdbrook and ruins Birdbrook's reputation by having that information spread to Lady Whistledown herself. There's also one of those cute blink if you'll miss it moments where the information is passed from housemaid to housemaid, and we get a 2-second clip of Penelope overhearing it, which, you know, we know. I mean, come on. I'm so sorry. Rewatching the show is just so rewarding to me and my autistic brain. Bridgerton is not just any other TV character drama. In actuality, it's a pretty good example of evolution in action. Thank you so much for consuming this video at the rapid pace that you consumed it at. Check in with me tomorrow where I will be stripping nude and running naked through the Green Hills Mall. As a social experiment, of course. Wink.